I want to tell stories about things that are really happening to people that are painful. And so a lot of my films now are like a lot more controversial and boundary pushing and deal with real social issues.
Films, the cinematic universe, has been an influential force in driving culture to where it is today. We've looked to cinema for answers, questions, and sometimes just to feel good. The commercial space has been the industry that filmmakers go to make money and pay the bills. But what really is the difference? Today, we take a look at what makes each industry unique and what filmmakers are doing in the commercial space and vice versa. This is On Road.
Sometimes when you believe in something, just do it.
Sure.
Especially if you have a team of people that believe in that same thing as well.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that happened with us at that time. We all believed that we can actually achieve something, do something with just, the small that we have.
Ofense Mawase has won over 40 awards in the last 3 years and is firmly one of the most influential film and content creators in our space.
For me, Hangman is probably my proudest film that I've shot, short. And then because I feel like it was a passion project. Yeah. And then you can see it in the work, everybody just came in, gave in their time. We all had this story, really wrote this awesome story that we just wanted to actually put it out there. The film came out so nicely. It was beautiful. I think it hit all the right notes. It was very emotional. Like at the end, Vana, if you're not crying, that means you got
something's dead inside,
man. Ice. Only ice, bitch. You got ice in your heart. Yeah.
Obviously, we know that from a production standpoint, we are on the same level as the best in the world, So why would you say it is that our movies or our final products doesn't actually translate?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Legendary South African filmmaker Hofmeyer has directed some of the most successful films in South African cinema over a career that has spanned over 4 decades.
I think we are wrapped up in ourselves. I think, our issues are so bloody important to us that nobody else really gives a damn about them,
I don't want to sit next to Mamdo. I said, I don't want to sit next to Mamdo.
Germans used to come and shoot stuff for television, and they always have. They've always liked coming here. A lot of South Africans learned their business in TV, and I'm talking in the apartheid years and subsequently as well. And still today, the amount of black language television is massive. And we have had very good directors in all languages and still do. And the black directors have come into their own in the last 10 years in this country.
There's so much potential in the country, but if opportunity doesn't meet talent, nothing happens. You can be as talented as you want, but if there aren't avenues for you to express that and people investing and believing in it, it goes nowhere.
Anthony Bila has worked on everything from commercials to movies and is part of the Indie Village Creative Agency.
And I think South Africa has that potential because people might not know this, but a lot of films get shot in South Africa. It's telling you that we have the appetite, the climate, the competence. We just need the investment.
I love that they're starting to invest more in South Africa because I know they've been big. They've been heavily invested in countries like Nigeria, like Western countries. Yeah. They've been heavily invested in them. But now's the time to put South Africa forward as well. Yeah. I think we're one of the best filmmakers probably in Africa, even in the world.
Are you willing to suffer? Because so much of filmmaking is just sacrifice.
Sheetal Magan has a reputation for tackling tough social issues and is focused on capturing novel South African stories in their purest forms.
It's not like other industries where you can just go off and be an artist because there's so much money at stake, and if you don't control that expertise, you're just going to be tossed around and never have your own trajectory.
I'm talking about like the transition between traditional film to streaming services now. Like, how have you sort of managed to find your balance between the two, and what is the importance of streaming moving forward?
I think streaming has made a bigger conversation, but it's a bit like buying bulk commercial oil, you know? So everything has its place. It's shifted the market. I think as an Indian woman, the connection between America and India and that cultural tie between the West and the East has become so strong that for someone like me, I feel so much safer in a Netflix world.
You know, I've worked, I was part of the production for the first Netflix original film that was made in the country. The name of the film was Ayanda and the Mechanic, produced by Terry Petto, and that was an interesting experience.
Streaming has arrived. You know, it makes economic sense. Yeah. You know, the massive turnover of stuff that they can, because there is such huge turnover, they're able to make more of it if they do it cheaper. You know, there's a lot of Netflix coming out of this country at the moment.
The advent of streaming and what Netflix has done in the last 5 years, and now with Disney and Paramount and Hulu and Amazon and all of these other platforms, is that it creates more opportunities for content. It raises the bar of the quality and the level that our work needs to be produced at.
I really love what they're doing because a lot of people have stories to tell. So essentially, that's what it's about. Stories need to be told, and these platforms are actually allowing us to actually do that. You know, they're actually allowing us to get out there and actually do stuff like that.
Alright, hold up. Before we ramble on about Netflix and all of that shit, let's take it back to about a year ago. NFF and Netflix signed a partnership to fund local filmmakers. This joint fund, valued at 28 million rand, will provide 100% funding to 6 micro-budget films to boost the recovery for South Africa's creative industry.
Tick-tock ticking. Work, traffic, family, time ticking.
And what is your take on commercial side versus actual film?
I reached a point where I felt like if directing commercials was going to be the peak of my career, then I just couldn't do it. And the moment you become a commercials director, you become a lot less willing to suffer, and people just don't go back for more.
Yeah, I've worked with all kinds of brands, from Nike to Adidas. I guess something that was really special to me was shooting for Vogue.
I love working with brands that closely correlate with whatever it is that we're doing, like stuff that has to do with cameras, stuff that has to do with movies, stuff that we have a food channel where we do some stuff with that. So stuff that has to do with that as well. So it just needs to be also very friendly, like family friendly. I know the boys is one of the hectic ones. It's quite hectic.
I'm not sure how much. your involvement in the music video industry. Like, just talk to me about that. How has it grown from the days of Amin to where
we
you are
are
today?
now?
Yeah.
All the dope videos that we've done previously that went on to win awards. Like, those videos had anything from a budget of like 80,000 to like 300K. You understand? The videos cost money, dog. Like, if you want good videos, you need to put down the cash.
It's important to believe in the stories that you want to tell, and that is my dream of writing shows and series that we can all look at and go, that is distinctly South African.
If you want to be a writer, you've got to write first. You got to, and even if you write badly, try and write again. Try again.
I say it's a turning point because you have to give up the commercials game. You have to really make a commitment to go to festivals and see what's happening and kind of speak to other storytellers and make that commitment.
Do the groundwork yourself and create a portfolio of work at whatever level you're able to.
And make sure that when you start, you register a company for yourself. Make sure everybody pays you through the company, and then the company must pay you.
But it's been me for 5 years. Like, you know, we've lost people along the way, and then you finally get to Netflix, and it's because you've held that commitment that I believe in this idea. I think that's what makes good indie producers. You see that idea, you know its potential, and you just don't give up on it until actually sometimes even the market shifts in its favor. Yeah.
As an artist, just know that you are a business. Like, embedded into your head. Guys, embedded into your head. As an artist, you are a business. Always.
The commercial industry used to be the go-to place for a stable career, alternative to filmmaking. For years, commercials were high budget and high-profile jobs. And although that is still the case, in many instances, the rise of streaming platforms is injecting a new sense of urgency into the South African film industry.
Wait, have we started or what?
We are rocking.
Me, I was enjoying the conversation.
That's the whole point.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Call them out, fam. Alright. Show open and all of that. Alright.
3, 2, 1, action. No, sorry, I was about to say, let's get some life. Come on, man.
Nah, I was waiting for the cue. Oh, good.